Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, we are going to discuss about error handling in Power BI. So error handling functions can be used to identify missing data and can be particularly useful for quality assurance and testing. So most of the time in the Power BI, we are using error handling at the time of quality assurance or whenever we are doing the testing. So here there are two error handling function. One is if error and second is blank. Now let's discuss about the if error. If error returns a value if the first expression is an error and value of the expression is itself otherwise. So what it will going to do, so suppose let's take about this example. Okay, so what here we are doing, we are just dividing 1 by 0 and we are putting this statement in this if error condition. So what it will going to do, if the first expression if it evaluates as a error, so it will return the second argument. So if you going to divide 1 by 0, a error will occur. So error, it will not going to return the error, it will going to return this blank value. Now let's discuss about the is blank. It's check if the value is blank, returns true or false. So let's discuss this measure. Okay, so what we are just doing, we are just checking if the value is blank, which value, this one, this is a measure. If it returns a value and the value is a blank, then put here no 6. And if the value is not blank, then whatever the value it is providing, return that value only. This is very important, right? If error and is blank cannot be optimized by PySpark engine. So whenever we are going to use the if error and is blank function, so it will going to take some time to evaluate because these two functions cannot be optimized by PySpark engine. So using these operation, so avoid using this in the operation. So when the code is in the production, so don't use if error or is blank function. It is better to use this function at the time of quality assurance or at the time of testing. For this exercise, we are going to use this data model. If you want to understand the data model, then please watch video number 12 in this playlist. So see what I'm just doing here. I am just creating a measure, and what the measure is doing, measure is creating a sum by multiplying total quantity sold into the unit price of that particular product from this sales by store table. Now here we are doing the same thing. Now here what we are just doing, we are creating a measure, right, in AP customer sales last year, and we are calculating what we are calculating. We are calculating based on the measures data which we have just created here. It will go into, we are using date add function, and from the AP calendar we are just selecting AP transaction date and we are doing -1 based on the year. So what we are just doing, we are calculating the total sales previous year. Whatever the sales we have done in the previous year, these measures will going to calculate sales which has been done previous year. Now here we can just see that we have created a table. Here we are just putting the transaction date. Here we are putting the AP customer sales, and here we are putting AP customer sales last year. Since in our data set this uh, 2017 is the beginning of the year, that's why no sales are there in the previous year. That's why these rows are blank. But you can see that for year 2018 the data is available, means whatever the sales has happened in the 2017, the data is available and it is showing here. But these blank fields are there. Now what we are just doing here, we are creating a measure, okay, and we are checking is blank, that this measures output which we have just created above, if it has blank value then put no sales instead of blank, and if the value is not blank then put whatever the value it is getting by the measure. And when we are just here, I have created a table. Here I have put transaction date, AP customer sales. Here we are just putting customer sales last value, last year sales, and here we are just putting the customer sales last year, but we are using is blank function. So we can see here it is the blank value, right? But here the blank value has been replaced with no sales. So this is the one of the example how we can do a error handling when the measure is returning the blank value. Now let's do this exercise in Power BI. Let me create measure. First measure is, okay, name of the first measure is AP customer sales. How we are creating? We are creating with the help of a SumX. Which table we are taking? We are taking AP retail sales by store. How we are creating? Sorry. How we are creating? We are creating by multiplication of AP retail sales by store, total quantity sold, multiply AP retail unit price. Unit price. This measure has been created successfully. Now create another measure to calculate total sales last year. AP retail customer sales last year. How we are going to calculate? We can calculate with the help of a calculate function. In the calculate function, we have to provide from where we want to calculate. So we have created one measure AP retail customer sales. What we are just doing, we are adding a date add function, and in the date add function what we are just doing, we we are taking the calendar date, AP retail calendar, calendar transaction date. We are doing -1, means we want to take the previous year, and what we want to take, we want to take year. So what this measures is doing, it is calculating what is the sales of the previous year. So these measures we have created. Now create, before doing this, let me put into a table. In the table, first put AP transaction date. This is the transaction date. Second measures we need to put this AP retail customer sales, and third we need to put what the AP retail customer sales last year. If you just expand it, we can see this 2017 total sales is there, but this AP retail customer sales last year, it is not there, because in the data set this is the initial year. That's why no value is present here. But if you just scroll down, if you scroll down a little bit, we can see here when this 2018 starts, this last year sales value is also populated. But we can see all the previous year, means 2017, 2017, the values are not present. So the row is blank. So we should not put any blank rows. We should put something else. We can put here no sales or some other text to identify that this is this value has this row has some value. So how we can check it? How can we do it? So let me create another measure, and the name of the measure I want to give is AP retail customer sales last year is blank. So we are going to use is blank. So how we can do? We can check if condition. Okay, first let me put equal to sign. And here what we are saying is just saying we are checking if. If what? If is blank. If is blank. What blank? AP retail customer last year. If it is blank, then what it should put? It should put no sales. No sales. Else put here this is blank. We need to just close this one. No sales. Else AP retail customer sales last year value. So this measure has been created successfully. So what I am doing in this measure, we are checking that the value which is coming, the value which is coming in this measures, is it blank? If it is blank, then put no sales. If it is not blank, then put this AP retail customer sales last year measures value. Now let me in this table, let me put this one also. Let's expand it. We can see here the rows which has blank value earlier for this measures AP customer sales last year, it has blank. But and here this measure in which we have just used is blank function. If the value is blank, then blank row is not populating. Instead of blank rows, it is showing no sales value. Let's go to the PPT. So in this video, we have seen how we can use error handling, especially is blank function in Power BI. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.